What's going on? How y'all doing tonight? My video tonight is going to be about Russell Westbrook going out of Houston. And he's got Allen Iverson syndrome right now. Nobody wants to touch him. You know, you can be a great individual player, which he is. Average a triple-double for 3 straight years. Stat pad, But who wants to play with a guy who plays 21 with 4 of the guys on his team? Or plays 21. The first guy I've ever seen that plays 21. He gets in the way of Steven Adams. He gets in the way of this. He was loyal to OKC. And they played the game up. But when Kevin Durant came back and showed what he was made of without him, they're like, well, we either had to let the wrong one go. Because Russell was never the leader. He was a strong compliment, but it's a kind of situation where a guy does too much and it backfires. He's going to be obviously compared to Allen Iverson because of the, guard and the way he goes at and everything. But actually, Russell's kind of like a broke LeBron James when you think about it, because LeBron gets in the way of everybody, but the difference is LeBron plays well with others, especially big time players. That's the difference. Even for all the issues that LeBron and Kyrie had together, they still went to 3 straight finals together and they won a chip. So that's the difference. Russell never learned how to play with people of a caliber that were greater than him. He had opportunity with Kevin Durant, blew it in OKC. Come to Houston with James Harden, blowing it. He's a marginal shooter who can rebound, assist, has got more energy for days. And I will say this, there ain't too many people that I've seen in the last 25, 30 years that can match his energy. Problem is consistency with scoring, consistency with attitude, and doing what you got to do to improve your game. You see, Russell's one of those kind of guys that he never got to the next level. And now he's going to be panhandling to probably go to a crappy team to stat pad his final days, because he's like 30, 31 now, but he's in the twilight of his career. He already hit his apex. And all that talking, when you had Paul George couldn't wait to get out of there. You think about the people they had. Victor Oladipo, they had some people there. He couldn't get it done. People leave him. Well, Paul George, that's, he's self-checked. But Durant went and got jewelry, okay? You think about that. Think about people who play with him. Guy can play, and he's going to be a Hall of Famer, but he has had an overrated career, too, because, all that stat padding and playing 21 by yourself, and you had a 3-1 lead against Golden State in 2016, you didn't seal the deal. Durant couldn't wait to get out of there, I always said that OKC the last 10 years is the best job that Phil Jackson never had. Put a triangle with them. That team should have been a dynasty. But all they got to show for it is one finals appearance and a couple of championship Western Conference. Nothing much to really show for having 3 MVPs. And you think about it. What those guys went on and did. Serge Ibaka won a chip with Toronto. Still a legit player. I can go on. Guys who left that team and have had success elsewhere, especially post Russell Westbrook. But anyway, who's going to touch him? If he don't stay in Houston, that might be the last team that's legit. Because I got a feeling he buried somewhere in Cleveland or buried somewhere in Minnesota or get buried somewhere with some scrub team and just be an afterthought when the guy, it could have been much more. But anyway, give me your thoughts and takes. Well, Russell Westbrook's future. He wants out of Houston. I say, look, man, you go out of there, ain't no contender gonna touch you. Some bottom team will let you stat pad, but it looks very Iverson-like, For the record, if I get asked who was a better player of the two, I'm taking AI just for the simple fact that he never had a Kevin Durant or a James Harden puppy coming along, or really a Serge Ibaka guy, because he had James Harden as a pup. He didn't get the guy's prime. But having Kevin Durant as a sidekick and you don't do more than... And yet Steven Adams was good and you didn't utilize that more. But they're similar in that the individualism plays. Didn't make teammates better, didn't get it. To me. Give me your thoughts, your takes, hit the like, subscribe, and the bell, raise in the video, wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another, and if you're going to play on a team, you got to play team ball, because you'll have a career, next thing you know, it'll be over. I'm out.